They put you on a 60,000 naira monthly salary. You know, that's the average I saw in the market currently playing. What's currently playing in the market? So they put you on an average salary of 60,000 a month. They expect you to deliver 13,500 naira a day. 13,500 naira a day for 6 times a week. That's about 80,000 plus. 80,000. Today I'm kind of, should I say, shy to face the camera. Big changes. Big changes. Surprise. What's up, YouTube? What's happening, all the wonderful drivers out there? You guys are welcome to the Driverpreneur channel. Yes, I know I look different today. Like, it's been like almost, I think almost more than a year. Like, maybe I had a dreadlock on a few days ago. I, had a discussion with my dad. Because right now I'm, thinking of expanding my wings when it comes to transportation. And this is not a story I've exactly told you guys on the channel. My dad is also a driver. He drives. That's what I grew up to know him doing. So in the airport, the taxi guy in the airport, and I've noticed how poor the fares have been lately. That's work. They just pick one client like this, and probably from the airport somewhere around the Keja, and you are seeing them collecting like 8,000. I'm like, how do you guys do this thing? Like, now I'm willing to learn. So I had a discussion with him that, this August, you get us in bill. It's not like drivers that do online rideshare will not make money. You will, certainly. But it all depends on your situation, your targets, your expenses. You can still keep body and soul going, but at some point, you need to just earn more. You need to earn more, especially if you're in my situation where I just took a loan to fix my car. And so I spoke to my dad, and he was like, I don't have a problem showing you how we do things here. No need to be running all around. Just one trip from the airport, and is a hit. So he told me that before I can, work with him closely, that I have to take off my dreads. That's the only way we feel comfortable introducing me to his colleagues at the airport, as his associates and also his son. So man, I had to just swallow my pride, swallow my ego, and then go bob my head. Although I've not had the chance to go sit down with him and have that to explore the airport and understand how they work. But it's something I'm still planning to put in my schedule. I'll definitely do it within a week. Every opportunity is an opportunity, so you never can tell what can come out from it. So I'm willing to give it a try to get to learn how these airport guys do things. Sometimes maybe probably in the afternoon when I just want to relax, I can just go to the airport and chill and just do one good trip, just one trip. And at least when I do that one trip, I have apps to take me out of wherever the person takes me to at a reasonable charge. Well, anyway, so today's video we are going to be talking of how we can survive this August period, August break. Right trend can have a drastic twist from the previous months we are just coming out from. In this month we expect the fares to be normal, as it's without surge. While some application will try to push out promotions out there to cushion the effects of the no surge. No surge, like the sun is out, everywhere is just windy. Everybody wants to put their car on the road. Passengers can afford to even take taxis that are not premium, other alternative means. So this period this August is going to be very rosy for us. Yes, I believe somebody said amen to this. It's going to be very rosy. We are all going to be in financial stability and keep progressing, keep growing from grace to grace. It's not our portion to be crying of financial difficulties. We are separate, we are different, we are special. So the month of August is a bit of a downtime when it comes to ride sharing. This morning I was looking at the app, and the surge at everywhere is just wide. Just some few patches of places had surge. And I'll be like, man, we don't enter the month too. So now it's time to just, this is the screenshot I took this around this morning. You can see everywhere is almost plain white. Some places have surge, especially mostly around Surulere, but the surge is not always very very mature surge. We just discount one kind. So man, what we go do? the best thing we can do is, one, we need to take care of our vehicles, because when your vehicles start coming up with problems, that's when you spend more, and then you go off the road. So you need to take extra care of your car. To get car right now is not easy. I've been in a situation lately where I had no car to drive, and I was desperately in search of a car, and you will not believe the conditions that some of these fleet companies are demanding for. Some of them are, should I say, getting wiser. Well, I won't blame them. It's what most drivers in the past have done to them. They've given them eye openers that some of these drivers are not even after the looks and the care of the vehicle. They just want to drive, make their money, and go home. So what some fleet company is doing now, as at the last time I went in search for a car, is that they will employ you. Because most of these fleet guys, they do other businesses like logistics, delivery and all those kind of things. So they will employ drivers and put them on monthly salaries. So when they put you on a monthly salary, they put you on a 60,000 naira monthly salary. That's the average I saw in the market currently playing. What's currently playing in the market? So they put you on an average salary of 60,000 a month. They expect you to deliver 13,500 naira a day. 13,500 naira a day for 6 times a week. That's about 80,000 plus 80,000 naira or thereabouts. So it's about 80,000 or thereabouts, slightly over 80k. So, and this 80,000 you are expected to deliver in a week. That's for 6 days, Monday to Saturday. You are expected to fuel the car. Fueling is handled by you. So, in a week, in a day, averagely, depending on the vehicle you are giving, maybe you're giving a vehicle and God bless you, the car has no problem with emission, no problem with fuel consumption, and the fare is doing very fantastic on fuel mileage. MPG, that's mile per gallon. Fantastic. Give or take, in a full day, you probably be spending like between 3,000 to 4,000 naira daily on fuel. So if you add 4,000 bucks, 13,500 naira, that's 17,500 naira. So by the time you make 17,500 naira in a day, that is not even yours. What this means is that you will need to spend more time on the street. So if you have a car out there, or you have a partner, a car owner partner that has been probably very lenient with you, because you never know what you have until you lose it. You think there are people that have car. Right now people are because of what's happening, the price of everything, they are increasing the price of weekly remittance, of hire purchase. It's crazy. Even the cost of cars now, Toyota Corolla currently is almost going to 4 million naira in the market. This my small cabo that I'm managing is almost hitting over 2 million naira. What's it called? Over 2 million naira for foreign used. Nigerian used, we hear people being bold enough to call their own 1.2 million naira, 1 million naira for a Nigerian used car. So just if you have a car, please maintain your car. If you're on a rental program with an individual or a fleet company that you consider based on your own expenses and your situation is fair enough to you, I would just advise you, maintain that car and maintain that relationship, because the month of August is not the one you want to. You can't afford the luxury of working today if you have financial targets and just dolling yourself the next day. So try to take care of your vehicle. Use the right people to fix your car, and I'm sure you'll be good to go. So the second thing that we can do to just stay through this period and survive this period is to also keep your mental, physical, and general well-being as top priority. You can't be taking care of your car and you neglect yourself. This driving takes a toll on you. It takes a big toll on you. When you drive, when I first started ride sharing about 3 years ago, I would drive into the night. Sometimes I would drive 2 days straight. I'm on the road. Maybe it was fun for me because I was a guy that just liked moving around. I enjoyed it, moving around, going to new places, seeing new people. I was enjoying it. So sometimes I'll just be out. Sometimes, based on, I go to top hotels in Lagos to, use their facilities. I don't want to mention the hotel's name, but I will use their swimming pool, changing room. I will bathe, swim. I used to have a change of clothes. Sometimes I'll have a change of clothes. I will swim in their swimming pool, probably buy a cup of coffee or buy something very light. At least I buy something from Nana. So I'm not pushing me saying I cannot swim from Nana pool. But all the same, it is very important that you try to have quality sleep every night. Try to have quality sleep every night. I see drivers that have kegs in their car, Probably because they stay very far. Some drivers stay as far as Ota. They come to hustle in Lagos. Some stay very far, but they know Lagos is where it happens. So, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you to, be camping like that. This country is too hot. If there's a Yankee you do now, you say weather cool, your brain cooler, fine. If you don't day, you're going to sleep. Everywhere cozy. But this weather, this is our place. You need to go home, relax, try rest, sleep well. I know it's not easy, man. The bills they come like Vietnamese soldiers, but man, we need to try to put our health and our well-being at top priority, because that's another way for us to survive this period. Because imagine if person not get money not the flow like that, and your mental health or your physical health still dey challenged. It's not good now. Na depression straight. So keep your mental health and your physical and your general well-being as top priority this period of August. Not just this period of August, going forward in life. Because you go need them to even enjoy that money where you hustle for. This August, you want to avoid trouble. Avoid it. Even police matter now, say police stop you for one issue or the other. Maybe hackney permit, or expired license, driver's license, all those kind of things. Just try your best and avoid anything. One way, BLT lane, all those kind of trouble. Stay out of it, because by the time all this small change is leaving your hand, it's amounting, it's gathering and becoming something very huge. Now nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, yes, of course. But just try putting in your consciousness to avoid anything that will be, taken out of you unnecessarily. Let it only be necessary things that will take your money. There are some things that is in your control. There are some things that is in your hands to control. Please try to be at the right path so that you don't end up spending money in this period of low demand of taxis. So these are some of the things that I can personally talk about that can help you go through this period and going forward. Even if the money not dey safe, all these things I'm saying is relevant regardless of the month of the year. So you can add some few tips that if you drivers can implement going forward from this month of August, to make sure that they are maximizing their time they spend on the road. So I would like to hear your own comments. I don't know it all. I'm also learning. I've met very fantastic people in person that are subscribed to this channel, and I'm very happy to see how they are doing. The other day I met a guy in Oyinbo. I don't know if you like I mention his name. The guy was actually fixing his car the same day I was fixing my car. I'm a fantastic guy, man. We had a great conversation. Learned guy, cool guy. Cool. That's like this ride share eventually will develop to a stage where it is elites that will even be doing it, because most of these guys that came into rideshare and they were doing all sorts of vices, different malpractices, most of them have been blocked lately on Bolt. Bolt is currently after drivers that bought account. There are some drivers back then when Bolt started, they were doing something. When you order a Bolt ride, the estimate you get, the price you will get at the end of the trip, you'll be very amazed. I don't know how they do it, but they call it Saka. They call it Saka or something like that. So Bolt blocked some of those accounts, a lot of them. Then when I started driving, I used to meet them at Victoria Rubike in Lekki Phase 1. So we always have this discussion, we'll talk about it. I carry trip from Ikeja, come Lekki, 15,000. I be like, how manage a trip that's supposed to not be more than 5K? 15,000. And of course, when they ended the trip and show you that this is your bill, you have to pay. They have the right to harass you because they have ended the trip, and although some people will follow them, will drag it. But those guys are ready for any trouble you are willing to pull out. So some of the time, passengers report them and they block a lot of these drivers. So now they started buying accounts. People just create accounts with somebody that don't want to drive. We just use his driver's license, create a profile, and then these drivers will buy it. Now they are really out there trying to get people that are impersonating somebody all in the name of rideshare. So I believe with time, all these bad things will be flushed out from the system. Knowledgeable people with emotional intelligence and all. More reasonable people will flood this industry as drivers. Because a lot of things, even I think that is part of the reason why union. I don't really see the need of joining a union right now, because I feel the industry is not matured enough. On in-driver alone, we see people throwing shitty trips and drivers accept it. Even no matter the distance they are, they will drive all the way to come meet you. Sometimes I wonder why are some drivers not putting into consideration, the business aspect of this hustle. You see some drivers who accept shitty trips, just all the name of the person is going to the island. They'll take K2 to Middle Island for 1,700 naira. It doesn't make any sense. I believe with time this industry will grow and mature, that we can have one voice and communicate in one accord. So guys, until next time, peace and stay safe.
Mentors don't tell me I go find work. They say by driving not go pay. I'm on a very long trip.